Now we will discuss about the digestion of protein. When we talk protein, proteins is also a very important component of our diet, and it also be digested in different parts of the body. The complete digestion will take place into the small intestine. So let's start the digestion of protein starting from the oral cavity. Oral cavity से हम start कर रहे हैं. In the oral cavity, when we take the food digestion process begins here. But as we know, oral cavity do not has any protein digesting enzyme. In the oral cavity, only the saliva is secreted and it's contained the salivary amylase enzyme, which is an carbohydrate digesting enzyme. So any protein digesting enzyme is not present here. That's why the protein digestion do not take place here. So we can say that protein digestion is not happened into the oral cavity. From oral cavity, the food is going down inside the stomach in the form of bolus, where it is converted into the chyme when the HCl get mixed. So now we will discuss the digestion of protein into the stomach. As the food reaches into the stomach in the form of bolus, bolus की फॉर्म में जब आ रहा है फूड, उसके साथ HCl मिक्स होगा, and after mixing the HCl, this HCl is secreted by the gastric glands, which secrete HCl, mucus and the protein digesting enzyme. So HCl mix with the bolus and convert it into the chyme. It will convert it into the chyme. ये chyme में convert करने का काम कर रहा है. Now HCl has dual function here. HCl, which is secreted by the gastric glands, it kills the microorganisms which are present in the food, as well as it also activates the protein digesting enzyme. The protein digesting enzyme which are secreted in the stomach through the gastric glands are two. The first one is pepsinogen. And another protein digesting enzyme is prorenin. So pepsinogen and prorenin, these are the two protein digesting enzymes which are secreted through the gastric glands, but they are present in inactive form. So first they need to be converted into the active form. They get activated when the HCl get mixed with it. So in the presence of HCl, the pepsinogen will convert it in its active form, that is the pepsin, and the prorenin will convert it in active form, that is the renin. So this is the activation of these protein digesting enzymes. After activating, these protein digesting enzymes will work onto the protein. They will work onto the protein. They start the digestion of protein in the stomach. So protein is digested with the help of enzyme pepsin, which is present in the stomach, and this digestion happens on the acidic pH. Due to the presence of HCl, the pH is 1.2 to 1.5. 1.8 भी आपको कहीं मिलेगी, तो different pH means it's very low acidic pH, where the pepsin do the digestion of protein and convert it into the proteoses and peptones. Proteoses और peptones में conversion हो रहा है प्रोटीन का. Similarly, अभी पहले ये समझ लेते हैं proteoses और peptones क्या है. Protein is in complex structure, is in polypeptide structure. Polypeptide structure means जहाँ पे बहुत सारे peptides bond form हुए हैं between the amino acids. Amino acid is the simplest form of the protein. When many amino acids join together by the peptide bond, then a complex structure form which is known as polypeptide. So protein is in polypeptide structure. This polypeptide is converted into the simpler form. Not simplest, is the simpler form. यानी कि एक बहुत complex structure है, उसे छोटे-छोटे pieces में break down किया गया है. That simpler structure is proteoses and peptones. So pepsin ने क्या किया? Complex structure को simpler form में convert कर दिया है proteoses and peptones की form में. This is the function of pepsin. Now come on to the next protein digesting enzyme, that is renin. Renin is the protein digesting enzyme which present in the infants, छोटे बच्चों में होता है, and this enzyme works on to the digestion of the milk protein. Milk में present protein है, that name of the protein is casein. Casein protein is present in the milk. So on the casein protein, this enzyme renin will work. This renin enzyme will work on the casein protein and convert this casein into the paracasein. It will convert it into the paracasein. This is the functioning of the renin. As I already told you, this renin is the enzyme which present in the infant mammals, mammalian infants, mammals में, human में, छोटे बच्चों में secretion होता है because milk is the main diet of the infants. सो वहां पे ये एंजाइम प्रेजेंट रहेगा. एज द एज गोज अप, रेनिन सिक्रीशन गोज डाउन, रेनिन का सिक्रीशन कम होता जाता है. सो पैराकेसिन बन गया ड्यू टू द इफेक्ट ऑफ कैसीन इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ रेनिन. पैराकेसिन विल नाउ रिएक्ट विद द कैल्शियम, इज बाइंड विद द कैल्शियम. सो पैराकेसिन इट्स रिएक्ट विद द कैल्शियम and form the structure which is known as calcium paracasinate. Calcium paracasinate. So calcium paracasinate will form here, and this calcium paracasinate is in solid curd-like structure. Is called solid curd-like form. So is a curd जिसे एक form यहाँ पे convert हो गया है, milk जो कि एक liquid था, now it converted into the solid curd form. Now on this calcium paracasinate, the enzyme pepsin will work. So calcium paracasinate जो यहाँ पे form हो रहा है, इसके ऊपर अब काम करेगा enzyme pepsin. Now pepsin will work on it and it converts it into the same proteoses and peptones. Proteoses and peptones, they are formed with the action of this. So these are the simpler forms. So this is the digestion process of protein which happens in the stomach due to the effect of gastric juice, which contain two protein digesting enzymes, that is pepsin and renin. They are secreted in inactive form, that is pepsinogen and prorenin. They have to be activated first. ये inactive form में क्यों होते हैं ये बात भी हमें पता होनी चाहिए, because these enzymes are present in the gastric glands, which is the part of the stomach. If the protein digesting enzyme they are secreted in activated form, then they can destroy the stomach wall also. Stomach को भी damage कर सकते हैं. And second thing कि HCl जो है, HCl भी तो present है, HCl भी तो damage कर सकता है. The HCl which is secreted in the stomach during the gastric juice secretion, this HCl is not present in the form of HCl. They are present in the hydrogen ion and chloride ion. HCl जो होता है वो हाइड्रोजन आयन और क्लोराइड आयंस की फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट होता है. लेटर ऑन दे बोथ ऑफ दीज टू गेट मिक्स्ड अप एंड दे फॉर्म द HCl. Okay, so this is some preventive measure जो हमारी बॉडी के अंदर इंटरनली होते हैं. But all these things are the complete process by which we can say that protein get digested in the stomach. After this digestion, the food is transported into the next part of alimentary canal, which is small intestine. So now let's see how the food is digested in the small intestine with the help of pancreatic juice and intestinal juice. See the digestion of protein in small intestine. When the food reaches into the small intestine, again the three secretion get mixed with the food, that is bile juice, pancreatic juice and intestinal juice. First, let's see that in the duodenal region where bile juice and pancreatic juice are mixed with the food. Bile juice, again, we know it do not contain any enzymes. It just help in the digestion. So now what will work onto the food is the pancreatic juice. So in the small intestine, first right in the small intestine में पहले किसका एक्शन हो रहा है फूड के ऊपर? It's the action of pancreatic juice will done. Pancreatic juice will work onto the food. The small intestine secrete the pancreatic juice and bile juice. So pancreatic juice will work onto the food. Pancreatic juice contain the three proenzymes that help in the protein digestion. So we can say in the small intestine the pancreatic juice is secreted, and this pancreatic juice contain three protein digesting enzymes, and these enzymes are secreted in inactive form. First they have to be converted into the activated form. First we write the names of these enzymes. The enzymes are trypsinogen. Trypsinogen is the first enzyme. Second one is chymotrypsinogen. And the third one is procarboxypeptidase. So these three are the enzymes which are secreted into small intestine in their inactive form. First they have to be converted into the active form so that they can perform. For activation of the trypsinogen, the enzyme which is responsible here is enterokinase. Enterokinase is the enzyme which is secreted by the small intestine. It's present in the secretion of small intestine, that is succus entericus. Succus entericus is the another name of intestinal juice. So this enzyme is present in the intestinal juice, and it helps in the activation of trypsinogen into its active form, that is the trypsin. Second, the enzyme is chymotrypsinogen. Chymotrypsinogen is again in inactivated form. After activation, this trypsin becomes the inactivated enzyme into the active form. So इनका activation कौन करेगा? इनका activation करता है trypsin. Trypsin एक बार खुद activate हो जाता है तो बाकी enzymes को भी activate करने का काम करेगा. So trypsin we make them activate. So chymotrypsinogen will convert into the chymotrypsin, and this procarboxypeptidase will convert into the carboxypeptidase. So this is the activation. After activating, these enzymes will work onto the protein. They work onto the protein like trypsin. Trypsin will work onto the proteins that is present in our food. So it will digest the protein and convert the protein into the dipeptides form. Dipeptide यहाँ पे form हो रहे हैं. Similarly, the another two enzymes, chymotrypsin and procarboxypeptidase, will also do the protein digestion. So they will work onto the peptones or proteoses that is already present in the food item. So they work on the peptones, chymotrypsinogen. It will convert the peptones into the again dipeptide or peptide. Peptides also we can write. The third one, that enzyme that is procarboxypeptidase, is converted into the carboxypeptidase. It also work onto the proteins, or if we can say it's work on the proteons or proteoses. That is the simpler form of the protein. The carboxypeptidase will work here. Carboxypeptidase will work here and then convert it into the dipeptides. It will also convert it into the dipeptides. So finally what we get, the protein is converted. The protein that is present in the form of polypeptide or present in the forms of proteoses and peptones, it will convert it into the dipeptides or peptide form. So finally this is the simpler form of the protein, and now this simpler form of the protein is digested further with the help of the intestinal enzyme. In the intestine, that is known as intestinal juice or succus entericus, it has three types of protein digesting enzyme. First enzyme जो है हमने देखा enterokinase. This enterokinase is utilized for the activation of the protein and activation of trypsinogen. The another two are the aminopeptidase and dipeptidase. This aminopeptidase and dipeptidase are utilized to complete the digestion. So let's see now if digestion with the help of intestinal juice now. Intestinal juice. As we already said that intestinal juice has three enzymes. Enterokinase is used here. Another two are the dipeptidase and aminopeptidase. So dipeptidase, when the dipeptides which are formed, dipeptide structures which are formed, it divided or is digested with the help of the enzyme that is dipeptidases. Dipeptidase is the enzyme which work onto the dipeptide and convert it into the amino acids. Amino acids are formed here. Similarly, the peptides which are formed, the peptides which are present in the food items, these peptides are digested by the aminopeptidase enzyme, and these aminopeptidase convert the food into the amino acid. They will also convert the food into the amino acid, and all this functioning of the enzymes is happening on the alkaline pH, because bile juice as well as intestinal juice, they make the pH alkaline. But further in the stomach जो हमने देखा था, stomach के अंदर जो digestion हो रहा था वो acidic pH पे हो रहा था protein का. So after that complete digestion with the help of pancreatic juice and intestinal juice, the complete digestion take place, and finally the proteins will convert into the amino acids, and these amino acids are the simplest form of the protein which can be absorbed by the small intestine. So here the digestion of protein is completed. Now we'll discuss about the digestion of fat. After completing the protein and carbohydrate digestion, now it's turn to discuss the fat digestion. Fat again digested into the different part, but let's see where what happening here. So we started with the oral cavity again. यहाँ पे भी हम sequence को maintain करते हुए oral cavity से ही start कर रहे हैं. Oral cavity. In the oral cavity there is no fat digesting enzyme. यहाँ पे कोई fat digesting enzyme नहीं है, so no fat digestion will take place into the oral cavity. After that, the food in the form of bolus comes into the stomach. In the stomach, the pH of the food or is become the kind due to the low acidic pH. So stomach के अंदर भी क्या हो रहा है? Stomach has the fat digesting enzyme. Stomach में fat digesting enzyme होता है, that is gastric lipase. Gastric lipase is the fat digesting enzyme. So first thing you need to understand that the fat digesting enzymes are known as lipase. Lipases are the fat digesting enzyme. So here also a lipase is present that can digest the fat and is secreted by the gastric glands. That's why we have written gastric lipase. But this gastric lipase do not do the fat digestion because the not any emulsified agent is there. कोई भी emulsified agent यहाँ पे present नहीं है जो fat का emulsification कर पाए. Emulsification is the process where larger fat globules are converted into the smaller fat globules or smaller structure, so that lipase can easily work onto the in this structure. Like fat is a larger or complex structure, it can be converted into smaller structure so that the fat digesting enzyme can work on it easily. And this process increases the surface area for the digesting enzymes. So this process is not happen in the stomach. That's why due to the lack of the emulsified agents, fat digestion do not take place. But some amount of fats is converted into the fatty acid and glycerol. कुछ amount होगा जो fatty acid और glycerol में convert हो जाएगा. Now after that the fat, so we are writing that almost negligible है. Now food will come into the small intestine. In the small intestine. Again, small intestine has the three important secretion: bile juice, pancreatic juice, and intestinal juice. Bile juice. The bile juice is very important for the fat digestion because bile juice help in the emulsification of fat. So first we can say in the small intestine, the fat is converted into the emulsified fat. It's converted into the emulsified fat with the help of bile juice. Bile juice makes the environment acidic as well as it converts the fat into the emulsified fat. It converts the fat, larger fat molecules into the smaller form so that the fat digestion can be easily done. This is emulsified fat with the help of bile juice. Now, second enzyme, second is pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice again is contained in fat digesting enzyme which is known as pancreatic lipase. As I already told you, lipase is the fat digesting enzyme. So, pancreatic lipase is present. Similarly, intestinal juice will also contain lipase, that is intestinal lipase. But the most important or the principal fat digesting enzyme is pancreatic lipase. Pancreatic lipase do the almost all fat digestion. So let's see what will happen. This emulsified fat, first emulsification हो जाएगा fat का, उसके बाद this emulsified fat will digested with the help of pancreatic lipase. Pancreatic lipase will work on this emulsified fat and convert this fat into the simpler form. And what will be the simpler form? Simpler form will be the fatty acid and diglyceride. So what is this? इस चीज को समझने के लिए आपको थोड़ा सा फैट की स्ट्रक्चर को समझना पड़ेगा. फैट जो है, फैट इज एक्चुअली इज द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ फैटी एसिड एंड ग्लिसरॉल. फैट जो बना है वो 3 फैटी एसिड और 1 ग्लिसरॉल के कॉम्बिनेशन से बना है. इन द फैट फॉर्मेशन 3 fatty acid and 1 glycerol molecules they join together to make a fat molecule. So in the digestion, one by one fatty acid molecules will released out, एक and fat is known as triglyceride also because 3 fatty acid 1 glycerol के साथ attach है, that's why it is known as triglyceride structure. So what is happening here? One by one, each one fatty acid molecule is released out through the fat structure. So here initial stage when the one fatty acid is released, एक fatty acid release हो गया, उसके बाद क्या बचा? एक glycerol और 2 fatty acid. This structure is known as diglyceride. So initially emulsified fat worked by the pancreatic lipase, it's converted into the fatty acid and diglyceride. Again on the diglyceride डाइग्लिसराइड पे भी पेंक्रियाटिक लाइपेज जो है वो कंटिन्यूली अभी भी वर्क करेगा. अगेन वी कैन राइट दैट इज अ पेंक्रियाटिक लाइपेज. पेंक्रियाटिक लाइपेज विल वर्क अगेन एंड इट विल रिलीज वन मोर फैटी एसिड. एक और फैटी एसिड मॉलिक्यूल यहाँ पे रिलीज होगा एंड इट विल कन्वर्ट इनटू द मोनोग्लिसराइड. Monoglyceride is the structure where one fatty acid and one glycerol is attached. Again, the monoglyceride is digested by this similarly pancreatic lipase enzyme. It will again work on it and it will do the complete digestion where the fatty acid and the glycerol is formed. So this fatty acid and glycerol is the simplest form of the fat. It can be absorbed only in the form of fatty acid and glycerol. So in this form the fat can be absorbed. Intestinal juice has no function. If some parts of the fats remain undigested, then only it digested by the intestinal lipase. Otherwise the principle of the main fat digesting enzyme is the pancreatic lipase. Reactions वहाँ पे भी यही same होंगी. So we need not to be do it again. That is the same procedure of the fat digestion with pancreatic lipase also, or intestinal lipase also. So this is about the fat digestion. Oral cavity, no fat digestion. Stomach also, fat is not digested here also. In small intestine, due to the presence of bile juice, which do the emulsification of the fat, pancreatic lipase do the fat digestion, and this is the complete fat digestion where the fat is converted into the fatty acid and the glycerol, which are the simplest form of the fat where it can be absorbed by the villi. Now, after completing the carbohydrate, protein and fat digestion, one more thing which we have to understand, that is digestion of nucleic acid. So now let's discuss about the digestion of nucleic acid. Digestion of nucleic acid. Nucleic acid, we know that two types of nucleic acids are found in every cells. Two types of nucleic acid. थोड़ा सा हमें एक बार स्ट्रक्चर का समझना पड़ेगा, तभी हम ये प्रोसेस समझ पाएंगे. Nucleic acid, two types के nucleic acids होते हैं. One is the DNA and another one is the RNA. These two are the nucleic acids which are present in every cell. So, अगर हम digestion की बात करें, the nucleic acid digestion do not take place into the oral cavity. It do not take place in the stomach. This digestion happens in the small intestine only because the nucleic acid digesting enzymes are present in the pancreatic juice and in the intestinal juice. तो सिर्फ digestion जो होगा वो small intestine के अंदर होगा, इसलिए हम directly यहाँ पे small intestine से ही start कर रहे हैं. This process happens only in the small intestine region. In the presence of pancreatic juice, in the pancreatic juice, two types of nucleic acid digesting enzymes are present. In the pancreatic juice, दो तरीके के enzymes होंगे. Two types के nucleases enzymes are there. One which work on the RNA and another one which work on to the DNA. So here two nucleases are there. First is nucleases which work onto the RNA, and second one is deoxyribonucleases. So these two are the enzymes which are secreted by the pancreatic juice. These are ribonucleases and deoxyribonucleases. They work onto the RNA and DNA. Then they convert these into the nucleotides. Let's see how it happens. First, write the DNA. This is the nucleic acid. It's worked by the enzyme that is deoxyribonucleases. These are the enzymes which break down the nucleic acid. DNA is the nucleic acid. Let me tell you one thing. पहले आपको थोड़ी सी स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में पता होना चाहिए, तभी ये चीज हम समझ पाएंगे. DNA और RNA, these are the nucleic acid. Nucleic acids are made up of three important components. तीन important components से मिलके बने हैं. That is the sugar, it's pentose sugar. Second thing is the nitrogen base, nitrogenous base or nitrogen base is there, and the third one is the phosphoric acid. तो इन तीन चीजों को मिला के जब तीनों मिक्स हो जाते हैं, then one nucleotide is formed. And then many nucleotides join together, then they make a nucleic acid. So these are the three components which make the nucleotide. Now what happens? Let's see what happens when sugar join with the nitrogenous base. When sugar join with the nitrogenous base, then the structure form is known as nucleoside. When the phosphate group also attached with this nucleoside, जब phosphate group इसके साथ attach हो जाता है, then it will convert into the nucleotide. So what we have done here, let's see how the nucleic acids form. Nucleic acids are formed from the three important components: sugar, नाइट्रोजन बेस एंड द फॉस्फोरिक एसिड. तीनों ज्वाइन होंगे तभी न्यूक्लिक एसिड फॉर्म होता है, एक न्यूक्लियोटाइड बनता है. और जब बहुत सारे न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स आपस में ज्वाइन होंगे तब एक न्यूक्लिक एसिड फॉर्म होगा. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इनिशियली, फर्स्ट शुगर ज्वाइन विद द नाइट्रोजन बेस. शुगर नाइट्रोजनस बेस के साथ ज्वाइन हो जाती है एंड देन दे मेक द स्ट्रक्चर व्हिच इज नोन एज न्यूक्लियोसाइड. Then we call it nucleoside. After that nucleoside attached with the phosphoric acid, this is the phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid के साथ join हो जाएंगी. Then it's converted into the nucleotide. And many nucleotides join together to make a nucleic acid. Many nucleotides join together to make a nucleic acid. So अब हम digestion process को देखेंगे तो हम आसानी से समझ सकते हैं. DNA और RNA, these are the nucleic acids. And these nucleic acids are first converted into the nucleotides. पहले nucleotides में convert होंगे. DNA deoxyribonuclease enzyme, it will convert it into the deoxyribonucleotide. It will convert into the deoxyribonucleotide. Or we can directly write the nucleotides. Nucleotides. It's deoxyribonucleotides and it's in ribonucleotides. So this is also converted into the nucleotides. These are converted by the nucleotides. Now, these nucleotides will work by the intestinal juice. Intestinal juice has the enzymes which are the nucleotidase enzyme and nucleosidase enzyme. So, let's come on to the intestinal juice. Intestinal juice में क्या होगा? These nucleotides are worked by, इन पे कौन काम करेगा? न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स पे काम करेगा न्यूक्लियोटाइडेज एंजाइम. Nucleotidase is the enzyme which can break down the nucleotides. When nucleotides will break down, they will convert into the nucleoside and the phosphate. So what will happen here? Nucleoside plus the inorganic phosphate will release out. This phosphate will release out. So this is the structure which is the nucleoside and phosphate. Now another enzyme which work onto the nucleoside, it's nucleosidase. Nucleoside is formed now and this nucleoside is worked by the nucleosidase. And this nucleoside with the help of nucleosidase enzyme, it's converted into the nitrogen, is converted into the sugar and nitrogen base. So finally, what is formed after the digestion of DNA and RNA? These two are the nucleic acid. After the complete digestion of nucleic acid, three important components released. That is phosphoric acid, sugar and the nitrogen base. क्योंकि इन तीनों से मिलके ही तो बना था एक न्यूक्लिक एसिड जो हमने पहले स्ट्रक्चर में देखा. So finally, overall product of the nucleic acid digestion will be the ribose sugar, the pentose sugar is here, nitrogen base and phosphoric acid or phosphate molecules will released out. This is the complete digestion of all the nutrients. After the digestion, now we will discuss about the absorption process.